I know you are still enjoying our month of the good wine. The Lord began to show us in John chapter 2. If you read from verse 6 to 10, He explained to us exactly what happens in our lives that at times we don't understand. And we want to, explain it out with flimsy reasons. Hear me, life is spiritual. Life is spiritual before it becomes physical. But at times we look at physical things and we want to stamp it, we want to make conclusions based on the physical things that we see. First of all, if you want your life to have a turnaround, check the spiritual side of your life. Whether you are born again or not, your life is spiritual. You didn't just happen. You are not just somebody to fill the ecosystem. There's a reason why life is spiritual. You existed. I don't want to go into details about that. But if you read John chapter 2, you will see that was the first miracle that Jesus did. The first miracle. And the Bible says his disciples believed him. His disciples believed him. That miracle was a miracle that if you look at it with the eye of the prophet, that is, if you look at it from the point of view of God, you will understand that life is spiritual. Imagine a wedding feast, and then all of a sudden the mother came to him and said, they have no wine. And the question I asked, I wouldn't know whether there was wine before, but from that statement, it looks as though there was no wine. But they came to a wedding feast. Imagine you staged a wedding feast, and all of a sudden there was no wine. Number one, it's going to be very disgraceful and embarrassing. That was the condition of the people in Canaan. And the mother came to him and said, they have no wine. And he said, don't disturb me. My hour has not yet come. It was not the time for the master to start to do miracles. But something provokes him to perform a miracle. If your life is not sweet, if your life is not sweet, if your life is bitter, you don't have to wait until God does something someday. No, you can provoke a miracle. What did Mary tell them? Mary said, whatever he tells you to do, do it. Even when he said, woman, what have I got to do with you? Mary just went as though she didn't hear that. There are certain things about your life that you need to take a decision. You don't need any proof. You don't need a proof for you to look at your life and see how it is. Does it befit you as a person? Is that what you are looking up to? Is that your dream? Have they snatched your purpose, your life, your dream from you? And you are feeling embarrassed. You can feel embarrassed for all you care. It will never change until you make up your mind to move to the next stage, and that is to start doing what he tells you to do. He said, whatever he tells you to do it. And we shared with you that the sweetness of life is on the platform of doing what he tells you to do.